Okay, hello everyone. Here to record this league. So this one we're bringing something a little bit exciting, a little bit spicy. So we're running the Sigarda's Aid and Colossus Hammer combo and trying to make a deck around that and make it work the best that we can. So for the people that don't know, Sigarda's Aid will cause auras and equipments to attach onto your creatures when they enter the battlefield. Excuse me. And Colossus Hammer gives 10/10 for 1 mana if you cast it. So what we're doing is we're running 4 Scout and 4 Bogle as our creatures, and we're going to look to make them big and attack people. So not that much different to normal Bogles. No core Spirit Dancer, Stoneforge Mystic in there. I've got it as a 3 of. I was running 4, but I've cut it down a little bit since the addition of Magnetic Theft. So that's going to allow us to look for our Colossus Hammer, potentially a Shadow Spear, one of our swords, or a Battle Skull, depending on if we need them or not. So outside of that, we've got a little bit of an aura package. We've got Hyena Umbra to give our creature totem armor, which could be quite important. Rancor to push through damage. Obviously, it's if you make your creature have 13 power and attack through, you're probably dealing a lot. Spirit Mantle for much the same reason as Rancor there. And then we are running Magnetic Theft. So what that does is it takes an equipment already on the battlefield and you can cast it at instant speed. Choose to put that equipment onto a creature and attack on through. So we've got Simian Spirit Guide in there to go with Magnetic Theft. And maybe potentially make it so that we get 2 Colossus Hammers out in one turn, on turn 2, and get like the insta-kill. So that is the deck, and we're going to take it and we're going to run it into a league here. I did run just a green-white version of it. I didn't like it as... I didn't hugely like it. It sort of resembled a little bit when I did the... Arcanium Wings aura swap for Eldrazi Conscription sort of thing. So it wasn't hugely consistent, but the fact that we've got access to Magnetic Theft here, sure we're splashing for a 3rd colour, but we don't need double of any colour really. But yeah, that gives us 7 effects to help get our Colossus Hammer out onto our creature. And with the Stoneforge Mystics, we're realistically, running 7 Colossus Hammers as well. So we should have a decent chance to find everything we need. Just had a video of Red Duke playing the Yuri and Urza deck pop up and start playing. So just pause that and we don't have to worry about that anymore. I've also... gone ahead and cleaned up the interface a little bit here. Looks like we won the die roll. So I'm not going to count any of the games here today towards the overall record. We're going to go ahead and keep this. This hand is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. We're essentially... We're Sigarda's, Sigarda's Aid or a Magnetic Theft off of having the combo of what we need here. So this is looking pretty good so far. Gonna go ahead and fetch up the Stomping Ground here. And we'll cast our Scout past our opponent. Our opponent has got Lurrus as a companion here. We'll see what they're doing. Very likely... Oh, it's burn? Okay, it's burn. Alright, let's start the beatdown. We can put out our other creatures as chump blockers for next turn. Just start pressuring their life total a little bit here. Good old Mish's Bobble. Being played in burn because it's got that good a synergy with Lurrus. They got a discard spell here, Thoughtseize. Well, that's annoying. We're going to lose our Stoneforge here. Looks like this is not the burn deck, it's the red-black deck that probably runs in Tomb and things like that as well. So they don't know what's up yet. I guess Stoneforge Mystic gives them an idea of what's up. If they don't take Stoneforge Mystic, we can get our we can get our lifelink, 1 mana trample lifelink thing. But they did take it, so that's a little frustrating. They're up to 3 cards in hand here. Let's just fetch out a forest, put up 2 jump blockers, and then look to attack. Although this is irritating. Maybe I shouldn't attack with the scout, and I should leave that as a blocker as well. I think I will. Yeah, if I attack with the scout, I lose both my unauraed creatures, and I'm in a lot of trouble after that. Yeah, that's annoying. Because we're like 2 cards away from getting our combo down. We need to draw 2 things right now, and that's really not a good place to be. So Thoughtseize target himself, I suppose. Holy wowzers. No cards in hand. So I guess... Oh, okay, they targeted me. Alright, well let's chump 1 here. And we'll chump the other there. And if they want to, trade resources with our totem armor, whatever. We can only do this once though, which is annoying. They're tapping the black mana for. They can't fatal push any of our creatures here. Cling to Dust, of course, yeah. Alright, so they drew the Lightning Bolt, which really stinks. We're going to have a lot of trouble here. We need to draw, like, exactly what we need. 2 turns in a row. Stoneforge Mystic will help us get there as well. We're, like, so close as well. He's down to 9. Let's attack for 5, leave 1 chump blocker. Hope that's good enough. I guess maybe if I looked at the life totals a bit better, I should have attacked last turn with the scout and dealt 4 damage, and then this attack would have been lethal. And yeah, maybe if I counted better. I think he dealt some damage to himself with his land base though. So weren't quite to know that. I think we just take it. We're dead to a burn spell, but he's probably if he's got it, he's probably going to be killing us anyway. Alright, let's attack. He has to block with Lurrus. No. I want to cast this. Oh, it's still in my damage step. That's why it's making me exile. Let's just hope he blanks on burn spells here. So he's looked at the top of his own library. If it's like a burn spell, he can just cycle these bloody canyons and get there. Something got flashback. Yeah, Cling to Dust does. So he can exile his Lurrus and gain some life here, but he might not want to if he has Entomb. He's just getting rid of Windswept Teeth, drawing a card. Going for the win. Although here's the burn spell by the looks of things. Alright. Cool. So they got there that game. I have a feeling like this will be a little bit of a tough one. Leylines are going to be good here. I think Path here is also going to be good. We just don't want to overboard really. Also, Graph Digger's Cage. I don't really think that... Feast and Famine make some discards, so they lose resources on the play. Not sure if either of these are what we want. Spirit Mantle should be pretty good. We can get Shadow Spear for our lifelink. I don't think we need Batterskull. It's going to be too hard to try and get out on the board and equip and everything. Maybe we'll remove one more Rancor as well. And a land, maybe Dried Arbor. Alright, let's go this. Although Dried Arbor is probably incorrect. I should leave that in case I get a really good Colossus Hammer, Sigarda's Aid hand with a fetch land. Alright, well this is the nuts, so let's go ahead and keep it. We dodged turn 1 Thoughtseize. We're going to look really good. We're going to get a turn 2 Colossus Hammer no matter what. Yeah, hopefully no discard spell. Hopefully he's got the creature. I have a feeling like this would just be a pretty decisive win. Oh, he's got the discard spell. Go away. Honestly, like far out. Well, I guess he's taking the Colossus Hammer and hoping we don't draw another one. That is the line. Yep. You read the line. Difficult. Alright, well. Get lucky. Alright, here it is. Turn 2, attack for 11. Alright, he's just conceded right there. Right off the bat there. Alright, that's how powerful that is. Maybe we want to minus out Spirit Mantle here. I like the idea of blocking here. Spirit Mantle is probably better than Rancor, just for the fact we can chump block with it. Alright, we'll minus 1 fetch land. Alright, Yeah. That's pretty decent. We're missing one mana source, but other than that, it's looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and keep. See if he's got another turn 1 discard spell instead of just going for his actual game plan. Of course he does. Alright, whatever. Maybe he's less of a burn deck, he just operated that way game 1. He saw the line. Well done. Good line. Boggle on top. Oh. Surely you do Mish's Bobble trigger before you make us discard. Does that not just make sense? Like, honestly. Honestly. If I draw a creature here, that was the incorrect decision. Alright, let's get Sigarda's 8 out. Next turn we're going to be able to Stoneforge Mystic plus Colossus Hammer. Hoping to dodge... Maybe we Stoneforge plus Hyena Umbra, but then we don't have the damage. Oh, we get this second Colossus Hammer? Killing Fiend. Alright, that's fine. Land, come on land. God damn it. This probably just dies to a lightning bolt or something, but go for it anyway. I'm gonna get Shadow Spear. We've already got the Colossus Hammer. Sucks if they've got the discard spell, but they've got another discard spell. Oh, Cling to Dust. Okay, that's fine. Killing Fiend gets real big real fast, by the way. It's a scary, scary creature. Gee, I wonder what this lava dart's pointing to. God damn it, I wish I hit a mana source to switch all this bullshit off. Oh, it's so not fair. Well, we almost got there. Almost got there. Right on time, land source. What's our out here? Place Shadow Spear, attach it to nothing. Hope he's got nothing. And draw a creature next turn. Make a 10/10 and block. I guess that's all we can do at the moment. Honestly, I would have preferred the uninteractive burn deck here. Alright, another discard spell, whatever. He's probably going to choose Colossus Hammer. It would make all the sense in the world. He's taking the Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. Well, one more spell and we're well and truly dead here. Alright, right on time. If we get to our next turn, we can potentially win. Cool, there's the bolt. Gotcha. Well, that was a little bit frustrating. So yeah, as I was saying before, I'm just gonna update the wait, that wasn't a win, that was a loss. Just gonna update the league record, but because it's not like a conventional green-white list, I don't want to skew my actual results with it, and I can't be bothered taking that off the line. Or maybe I can get rid of that second line for now. I'll add it later. Alright, let's do that. Make it ever so slightly less confusing. Done. Yeah, well that almost was good enough. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks having something that both attacks our hand and attacks the creatures on the board and is aggressive. And obviously we don't have any interaction really outside of the Leyline protecting us and the Path to Exiles destroying their board, or the Grafdigger's Cage stopping the flashback, but just had everything to counter whatever we were doing. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think it was a bad keep in that game 3. Obviously you saw game 2, we went off pretty hard. I mean, yeah, ripped the second Colossus Hammer off the top to get around this stupid Inquisition of Kozilek. Alright, we won the die roll again. Let's see if we can get something a little more convincing going this time. Yeah, cool. This looks great. I'll keep this. So Stomping Ground, so we can cast our creature and the Magnetic Theft, and if we draw any one land, we get to attack for 11 next turn. Pardon me. Alright, we're versing Harden Scales. We got Spirit Mantle too. This is going to be awesome. Alright, and we drew that too. Alright, looking really, really solid here. Alright, we're doing the thing, guys. We're doing the thing. If we can get this consistent, there'll be a lot of free wins to be had. Alright, we get there. That's awesome. I don't think either of the swords will be particularly useful this game. I think the trample will be good there. I can see Batterskull being useful too. Like, the trample's good here because it gives lifelink as well, right? I don't think they're going to have many Wrath effects, but having First Strike is kind of nice. Now we're in the place so we can board out a mana and alright, let's go with this. We'll ignore the fact they could have discards for us. Because we're not beating discard anyway, right? Alright, so it's not worth the extra sideboard slots in my opinion. On something that's going to like splash a few discard spells. They're more going to probably have Assassin's Trophy to interact with our board. Alright, how's the hand looking? Yikes, it's so close to good. We're gonna get rid of it though. Alright, this looks a little bit frustrating, but I think it's a keep. Get rid of one. Let's get rid of one Bogle. I don't know, Tome 1 Thoughtseize would suck, but normally they're just a combo deck. They're going to go for the Harden Scales or whatever else. Alright, Springleaf, Drum, and Pass. So it looks like we've got our mana sources here. I'm going to get just a basic Forest. Thin the deck out slightly, play Stoneforge Mystic next turn, and we're just going to look to slowly draw into a Sigarda's Aid or Magnetic Theft. Alright, they Ancient Stirrings, a Metallic Mimic to hand there. Let's go ahead and get Stoneforge Mystic happening. Get a Colossus Hammer. Attack for 1. Next turn we can play and equip Shadow Spear, which isn't too bad, assuming they don't have a blocker for it. They might utilize whatever creature has Summoning Sickness, because they have got the Springleaf Drum. Alright, looks like they've got the Walking Ballista. It doesn't really matter if he pings out my Stoneforge Mystic here. I don't really care about that. So I'm sure that's naming Construct, because that's the shared creature type, really, right? Alright, one there, another one there. Well, they can shoot the Stoneforge Mystic if they want. It's just a waste of their resources, though. Alright, cool. We drew the Sigarda's Aid, so that's going to be really good here. Yes, I would. We'll just attack, and we'll do the Shadow Spear instant speed, because we can cast equipments at instant speed here. You might just try to chump block with a Ballista, ping the Stoneforge or something. Alright, so giving Trample Lifelink here, and we're going to have a 12/12 Trample Lifelink. Next turn we can Stoneforge into a second Colossus Hammer, and even if they have a massive board, we should just be able to attack through. So clean 11 damage here. That's going to be really, really nice. 12 life gained. Don't mind it at all. Oh, has he got an enchantment destroy effect? Or an artifact destroy effect? Like a nature's claim here? It's going to be upsetting if they get rid of the Shadow Spear. That's my only tutorable source of trample here. I could put a 1/1 counter on the Hangerback by tapping a Walking Ballista and then tapping the Hangerback Walker. Looks like it might be a nature's claim. No, I don't know. They're taking a while, whatever they're deciding. Alright, it was a nature's claim. They have ditched the shadow spear. So that's going to brick wall us pretty hard here. I might need to fetch Batterskull if I left it in. Yeah, I did leave Batterskull in at least. The annoying thing is all these creatures are colourless, so my swords don't provide me with the evasiveness. Now they can just, yeah, reoccur a chump blocker every turn. This is going to be difficult. We're digging to Rancor and Spirit Mantle now. So yep, he got Peatland with that, and he's got nothing in hand. So he's going to look to cycle that Peatland next turn by the looks of things. Yeah, this can just block me indefinitely, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll take damage there. If we draw land, we can get Batterskull, start gaining some life. We drew Force of Vigor. It's a little bit awkward. Alright, let's just attack. I'm sure he's going to block, do the same thing. Maybe I don't even attack here, because I'm just giving him a free Thopter here. For, like, I'm not gaining the life out of it, so it's probably wrong to attack there. Let's get the Batterskull. Alright, we're 1 mana. Wait, no. We can just put Batterskull out next turn with Stoneforge Mystic. Assuming they both live, which they should. That'll buy us some time. And then we'll be facing an uphill battle with this Lurrus, returning all of his stuff. The Ozolith is annoying. Damn, that like one of nature's claims screwed us real hard there. Oh man, I wish I had a jump blocker right now. Oh, that would feel so good to block this greedy attack. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Look, I think we just take it. We start gaining life off Batterskull next turn. I don't want to do some blocks with the Stoneforge Mystics and he ends up killing both of them. If I block here, sack ping, or like let damage happen ping. I mean, yeah, I guess if I blocked a Hangerback Walker, it was a free 1 damage prevented. Well, it's taking a fair amount of time here to make his decisions and end his turn and whatever else. I'm not sure if his internet's slow or he's double queuing or just trying to work out how to proceed against my deck. It's, you know, impossible to tell really. Rancor for the win though. How many did I board out? 2, I think. Yeah. I guess Rancor or Spirit Mantle both would be really good. But Spirit Mantle I won't have the mana for. I would like it to be my turn soon. Alright, so it looks like our opponent has returned. So here, a little bit frustrating. Let's just go ahead and get our Batterskull out there. And yeah. Excuse me. So we'll attack, start getting some life. Start building his flying army. Oh no, he's preventing the life gain, the dog. Why you do this, opponent? Alright, so I guess I should have blocked one of the walking ballistas if that's what he's going to look to do. I think the ruling with Lurrus and X cost creatures is X can't be more than 2. So you can bring it back for 2 and it will get an extra token from Metallic Mimic, but 3 is as big as it's getting. So yeah, he fogs the life gain there, and he can do that trick again. This Ozolith is going to start making some really, really large creatures pretty soon. And basically, if we draw a form of evasiveness, we'll be pretty good. Otherwise, we might be in a bit of trouble. Alright, so that's good. Let's go ahead and attack here. I think we just want to attack with the scout. We got an answer for Lurrus finally, so I'm happy about that. Alright, so he's done another one of those things. And now we're going to be able to draw step path the Lurrus. We do it in the draw step because he won't have a chance to cast any of his creatures. What's he doing now? Putting a counter on Hanger Walking Ballista? Sure. That way the land will come into play tapped. He'll also draw a card, so we increase his chances of flooding out ever so slightly by doing it here. Arcbound Ravager, so things are going to start getting messy again. God damn it. We really need the evasive effect. Right when I think we're like maybe potentially getting through it a little bit. No. Oh, is he going for it here? Does he just have us dead? I guess taking Rancor out when I've got Force of Vigor in the matchup as well is pretty loose because I'm taking my Force Figures down lower than what they otherwise were. I have 12 grain sources in the deck originally, and I'm only running 10 this matchup. 12 if you count the forces, but yeah, that could be something to consider here. So he's he's bested us with this one, so that's fine. Wonder what the top card of our library was. I mean, never look, but I will. Alright, it was just a land, which we could have cycled into probably nothing. Alright, so Rancor looks like it'll be good. These Hyena Umbra seemed like they were pretty pointless. Ring back in our land now that we're on the play. They did have the discard effect that game, didn't they? I still don't think I want Leyline though. I might want Cage. Batterskull seemed completely useless. Batterskull seems expensive. I might minus a Stoneforge Mystic as well, maybe. Maybe a Spirit Mantle. Maybe it's just a mana source. This is hard. One cage doesn't seem like enough. Alright, I'll trim on one Magnetic Theft. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, how's our hand look? We've got the Simian Spirit Guard, the Magnetic Theft, the Sigarda's Aid, so we're literally just missing, yep, the one piece. So we're going to go ahead and keep this. Yeah. One Colossus Hammer away from doing bad things. Doing good things for us, bad things for our opponent. We got the evasive effect now. The Ozolith, turn 1, you got it. Alright, we do draw land. I'm gonna get Stomping Ground here. Pay the life. Throw down this Spirit Mantle. Attack for 2. Did they blank on land drop? That's really good. Not that we're doing anything with the pressure we should be doing stuff with. Alright, let's just attack this second Spirit Mantle. Attack for 3. Hope he breaks out for a little bit longer. We do draw the Stoneforge Mystic now, so that's going to be exactly what we need. Get our Colossus Hammer. Colossus Hammer on board. Alright, and we win the match. Cool. Awesome, we beat Harden Scours. That's a good head to take. That is a really good head to take. Alright, so right there, guys, you see what the deck is supposed to be doing. We'll see how often the deck can do that, though. Awesome. I don't think it's going to be a complete failure, but I don't think it's going to be as consistent as the normal deck. It's just like, when you do have it though, is it going to be a free win sort of thing? Like, that's my hope for it, really. Okay. Third die roll in a roll, please. Nope. We lost the die roll. No. Opponent is on Lurrus deck here. Alright, this hand is garbage. We will go ahead and mulligan here. And this hand's looking pretty good. We'll keep this. Yikes. It's not looking as good as what I thought it was. Might bottom the Spirit Guard here. I don't want to bottom either of my Bogles, because if I get Thought Seized here, like, we know they're a Lurrus deck, so they could be running black. So he knows the top card of our library now. If this person's got Thought Seized, he's the first person I've versed in like fucking 3 matches of this that's actually stacked his turn correctly. His turn 1 correctly, which seems absurd. Alright, so this could be a rock deck by the looks of things. Maybe Jund. He's taken one of our creatures, and our equipments are going to stay where they are for the time being. And he knows about our... what's that? Snowcar of the Forest? Alright, let's run out the forest. Pass to our opponent here. Hopefully they have a completely uninteractive turn. Play like a Scavenging Ooze, and then we draw Sigarda's Aid or Magnetic Theft, and then we're happy, and all is right and good with the world again. As we casually attack for 11 on turn 2. We will see. Portsea's Inquisition leave us with nothing, and we're having a miserable game for the rest of the time. Just as likely to happen, I suppose, as him playing a creature. Alright, no double discard effect. Ren and 6, alright, I don't care about that. Go for it. You can have your Ren and 6. You're on 13. It's almost dead in our Bogles. Oh man, not like this. Alright, so let's play out one of these. We'll drop one Colossus Hammer down to give us Magnetic Theft as an option. I'm just going to attack him, get his life total down a little bit. My opponent might even just opt to cast Lurrus here and get that value happening early. I don't really think they need to. Yep, this is protected against discard now, which is nice. Alright, they're just going for Lurrus. Okay, that seems maybe slightly greedy to me, but they haven't completely destroyed what we're trying to do, so I'm not overly sad at the moment. Dang. Why is my deck doing me like this? This is so sad. Normally, it just lets me draw everything I need, and it's a happy time. But, not today. Not today. Alright, let's just chill for a turn. We can kill him on crackback. We can kill him on crackback. Just need to draw that Sigarda's Aid. Although then we can't equip both, can we? Was literally just doing nothing until we can potentially do the combo. If we get Batterskull out, that would be nice. They might not have an Abrupt Decay or an Assassin's Trophy or whatever for the Batterskull. Alright, goodbye second Colossus Hammer. So we need to find that Magnetic Theft now. Croxer, okay, goodbye Batterskull as well. That's annoying. They can do this every turn with Lurrus. Even if it's not its escape cost, they can just recast it for its normal cost. Yeah. Alright. Show me the money. He looked at the top card of his own library then with that Mishra's Bauble. That makes sense if he's got a fetch land. Maybe he has two different lands, he's deciding which one to play. Alright, exile our graveyard away, I don't care. I don't actually think he's played anything from his graveyard this turn. We could double block, get rid of Lurrus. That could be good. And we just got to deal with a Croxer. Now let's just look to do our game plan of drawing Magnetic Theft and winning the game. Come on. That's not gonna do it. But hey, I got a chump blocker now. This Renin 6 is about to emblem too. Let's just attack him. So we can stop him from gaining life now as long as he doesn't have Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy for our Spirit Mantle. So he's using that on himself again. Well, my opponent's gotten access to infinite mana drops because of his Renin 6. I must say, this is not the most fun or exciting interactive match I've ever played. And 6 returns and no land. He has a fetch land in hand though. Like, maybe he likes the card that's on top of his library. But yeah, they've played pretty well sequencing their spells so far. I think they know what they're doing with their deck. I'm absolutely blocking Lurrus if he does. Okay, he doesn't do that. Alright, let's pass. We're like in horrible shape to winning this match. Like if Colossus Hammer, if we play it, it's good for Magnetic Theft draw, but it's bad for the Sigarda's aid draw, and it's like, which one do we have? Who knows? Alright. So. If he attacks all out here, can we potentially win? Not quite. Renin 6 gives the cards in his graveyard rebound, so I guess he's going to go for that emblem, although he might be greedier and keep the body around. I don't think he needs the body, yeah, he just goes for the emblem. The emblem's really powerful. You know, he can blow up the Colossus Hammer, retrace this by discarding a land. I think that's the wording on retrace. Yeah, so you need to discard a land and pay for its mana cost. We lost this one pretty hard. Drew the wrong fifth of our deck, yeah. It's very patient player, yeah. Definitely not wanting to lose any percentages to making a misplay of some description. We'll just take the damage here and look to get him next turn. I think he's got 2 fetch lands in hand from his Renin 6 actives. Man, Assassin's Trophy is lame. It's undermining our whole horrible strategy. Yeah, I don't know. I think the deck's interesting and worth exploring, but with the speed our opponent's playing, you probably want to put it at like 1.5 times speed to just not be bored out of your brains. I haven't really got much else to talk about here. Like, do I draw it or don't I? Who knows? What does this deck do? It's Jund without Liliana, you know. It's running Lurrus. Lurrus is pretty good. Alright, looks like Crocs is coming back. Making us discard this other Colossus Hammer here. Rip. Alright, well let's not show it to him. Okay, so let's begin our sideboarding. So ley line's obviously very good. Path is okay, because it gets rid of that pesky Lurrus. I do think we want the graveyard interaction against this deck. Jump players hate card draw. I think they're going to hate that more than discarding something that they can just return with Lurrus. Shadow Spear might be a little bit cute. It's kind of a good effect. Just remove them and... get rid of the Batterskull. No, that can't be right. Batterskull's got to be good against them. Might just remove another mana source. It's one of these Spirit Guides. If we're removing Magnetic Theft, Spirit Guide loses a little bit of value. Yeah, so I think Spirit Guides are pretty funky. In between of adding more land drops and... just, you know, having an extra creature in the deck, because eventually we could cast this. If things go bad and this is the only creature we have, we could potentially draw that, cast it, going on it. It's sort of like an instant speed once off Dryad Arbor, is sort of the way that I was thinking about it. And because the mana requirements color-wise aren't that strict for the deck, it doesn't really matter what color it's tapping for here. Okay, so we've returned. We are on the play. Hand looks pretty decent. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. It's got turn 1 guy into turn 2 what we're trying to do. And that's all we need to know. Yeah, so with this build that doesn't have like the ethereal armor in it, I don't know, maybe we just want to forgo totem armor and just have ethereal armor so we can have a normal turn 2 attack for 5 or less fails sort of thing with double ethereal or ethereal rancor. But yeah, I think that maybe that's the way to go. Remove the totem armor. I think it's a bit cute. Goodbye rancor. Dang it. Let's get this Sigarda's Aid out of hand. So interesting that he decided to take the Rancor there instead of the Sigarda's Aid. I guess Rancor can reoccur from the grave back onto the battlefield. Maybe he has the removal spell for Sigarda's Aid here. Where if you remove the Rancor from the battlefield, it just goes back to our hand. Right, well that doesn't seem like a huge issue. Opponent's down to 14 already though. drawing an equipment here would be really good. Is that the way it's going to be? Very unfortunate. That's so lame. Keep like a 3-lander and draw a 4-lander, sorry, and draw 2 lands. No, it was a 3-lander. So we've drawn 3. Yeah, 2 lands. 3, 4. So we had Bogle, Forest, Foundry, Dryad Arbor, 3-lander, and then 4, 5, 6. Here's a 4-lander. Keep a 4-lander, draw 2 lands. Gotcha. Yay, we do nothing. Boo. Fucking kidding me. I'm not even being greedy here at all. I'm playing the fetch lands and thinning the deck, and I've removed a fetch land, and like there's 19 land in the deck, and we've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 out of 19. Ugh. We are able to cast Batterskull if we draw it though, so that'll be pretty nice. Is he just going to keep up removal for anything we could possibly draw ever? Looks like it. I kept the wrong land because, fuck off. Alright, Damnation would look really good for my opponent right about now. Let's turn off Renin 6 for 1 additional turn. Yeah, I should have kept that Sacred Foundry instead of the Windswept Heath. That was, me not being familiar enough with my land base. I thought I'd have another fetch target, but of course we've got them on board here. All 5 of them. You got it, Chief. Cast Lurrus. Recast Croxer. We lose our last land there. Spending 3 mana to destroy Sigarda's aid. That's surely pretty troll. Okay, that makes sense. It was like, why do you tap his green mana and not leave up green, black, red? But yeah. Recast Croxer makes sense. Do we attack here? I don't think we're close to killing him or Renin 6, so I guess not. I can't see how we're winning the game by not attacking though. It's just, you know, the fact he's gaining 3 life to our 2 damage. What am I supposed to do, really? And this is probably just going to get destroyed anyway. Lightning bolt, Croxer. Alright, we got completely demolished. Another lightning bolt too, but you can cast Croxer off of his Lurrus there and do the stuff. So, yeah, completely just dismantled there by Jund. Definitely didn't draw our cards in the right order, or even the right cards at all in that game, so whatever. It's to be expected when you're playing something like this. Maybe not like 9 or 10 land source expected, but you know. Alright, we won the die roll, so that is a good start. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, we got the combo. Let's keep it. Opponent is on that one. Alright, so this could be a Stoneforge Mystic deck or the creature combo deck. Yep, so we just going to go ahead and look to play out our cards. An attack for 11 on turn 2. The 3-card combo. This seems like it's oh, that's really good. This seems like it's going to be better against uninteractive decks. Maybe I should have saved that one for a Dryad Arbor. Let's get our Temple Garden. Here it comes. I could play this at instant speed, but like honestly, what's the point? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We're a Simian Spirit Guide away from just winning, but people just seem to like conceding it there anyway. Alright, we're going to want these Path to Exiles. I'm not sure if we're going to want anything else really. Maybe Force of Vigor. I don't really know what he is yet. Actually, Force of Vigor is good against the creature combo deck because it's an equipment they return. Does the equipment have an active ability? I think it does. So Stony Silence would be good against that deck, but not good against Stoneblade. Draw land out. I don't want that. Making him discard's probably not as important. Life gain's probably... actually, if it's... We might want Feast and Famine. If it's Batterskull, we want Feast and Famine to give protection. I might just minus out these Hyena Umbras. Land. Keep our land in. Try and keep it as consistent for the combo as possible. It's extremely tempting to keep this. Turn 1 Bogle. We need to draw land off the top. Alright, let's look for better. That's like so close to a keep. It might even just be a keep. Alright, we'll keep this. We've got pretty much everything we need except a hexproof creature here. I need a bottom one card. So if we draw a fetch land or a red mana source of some description, we can cast Simian Spirit Guide, going on Simian Spirit Guide. If we draw a hexproof creature, we can use the Simian Spirit Guide to help put equipments onto the creature that we draw. So, oh, tricolor. Mardu colors. Oh, I don't like Mardu colors. Don't like Mardu colors one bit. So Windswept Teeth pass. If he taps out, that's where I'm then going to go and fetch Dryad Arbor and put a Colossus Hammer on the Dryad Arbor to give it protection from burn, I guess. Why is he shocking? Are you cycling this thing when you cycle it? Alright, so trample haste 8/8. So that can be shuffled. Don't think I want to let him know what we're doing yet. I think I want to wait until his end step. Problem is he's got black and white here, so Path and Fatal Push we're in a lot of trouble against. Or we can just draw the hexproof creature and be extremely happy. So that's pretty nice. Alright, they can cycle that, that's not an issue. We do have lethal now. Need to dodge a Blessed Alliance because that would suck. Maybe I fetch Dryad Arbor and use that to play around Blessed Alliance. Alright, so we'll get out our Colossus Hammer here, and I think we just let them pick the rest of our hand to pieces, and we can either cast Spirit Mantle or Sword of Fire and Ice next turn. Alright, they've taken the Spirit Mantle. Can they produce the Chump Blocker? That is a pretty important question here. Oh no. Did I really just... I just sixed at the, like, worst time imaginable. Oh my god. I just put a yield to my end step like 5 seconds before he cast Kaya's Guile, and I have the Dryad Arbor. Ugh, it's so annoying. Alright, let's attack. If he blocks, we can shoot him for 2 damage, and then we can look to cast Bogles second main if we draw a land. Oh wait, we don't shoot him for 2 damage, do we? He just so annoying. We literally had the win. I mean, he still had the chump block, but we didn't lose our creature with the Colossus Hammer, and now this is going to be very hard to get back down. Alright, well I can actually just skip through here, because nothing I do really matters at the moment. If he kills the Dryad Arbor, we can equip the sword onto the Bogle. It only costs 2 mana to equip, so that's not the end of the world. Oh, really? He's got the Colligan's Command? Go away, man. Lame. Main deck Colligan's Command. Boo, you're no fun. Alright, that's the third one of them he's cycled. The next one's going to be coming out and giving haste and all that rubbish. Do I cycle Horizon Canopy here for... That's not going to work. Let's play Bogle. Pass turn. End of his turn, cycle Horizon Canopy. Alright, whatever. We lose our Colossus Hammer and our Sigarda's Aid there. Lame. One Colossus Hammer off the top of our library away from winning this. Alright, there comes a Sword of Fire and Ice. That's annoying. Looks like it is a Stoneforge Mystic deck if we see a sword like that. Light and Shadow as well. Okay. If he shoots the Dryad Arbor here, we concede. If he doesn't shoot the Dryad Arbor, we have a chance to get there. Alright. So he got us with his stuff. Okay, so that was Stoneblade. And it was Mardu and it had discard. The Force of Vigors didn't seem that impressive to me though. Although it hasn't really impressed me at all this league. I think I might just want in 2 mana destroy artifact or enchantment effect instead. Rest in peace. How did you sneak in here? Get out. Spirit Mantle seems a little bit pointless to me. Path seems maybe greedy. Alright, let's go that. Cool. Great, we'll keep this. Turn 2 attack for 11. Let's get stomping. Just because. Dodge, discard, turn to attack for 11. We can do it. We can't do it. That's alright. Rip the piece he doesn't take off the top of our library and do the same thing. Show me Colossus Hammer. Is that the way it's going to be, deck? So, 20 land deck, and this is the second game 3 in a row that I'm flooded. So that's great. I mean, I kept a 4-lander again, but had the combo, so... Alright, another land, another land. Honestly, why does this shit happen? We've drawn 2 lands. We've got 7 lands. Holy shit. Like, go away. Maybe I should have played Dried Arbor there in case he's got Oath of Kaya this turn, but or just, you know, Blast Zone. Joy. Fun card. Definitely needed printing. Definitely answered problem things running around named Aura Hexproof, and you know, that's about it. Haggle? What is his deck? Haggle, honestly. I mean, what is our deck? But also, what is his deck? Alright, cycle second Horizon Canopy of the game. Another land. Hey, we drew a Sigarda's Aid right on time. Not like we could have used that earlier or anything. No, that doesn't make any sense because he turn 1 discarded our Colossus Hammer. Well, this is going to suck. If we play that out, it plays into Blast Zone. I think we just attack for 1, play Dried Arbor, and sit here crossing our fingers that he doesn't go for it or something. I don't know. I'm just like... We've seen 5 draws and... No, 5 draws and 4 of them have been land. Alright, discard a card. Bye. Whatever will we choose to discard here? Who knows? It's a mystery. We play our Sigarda's Aid here. We play both into Blast Zone. I just don't even want to play it. Alright, let's just attack for 1. Next turn we can cast a Simian Spirit Guide, which is kind of nice. Obviously, it's really bad leaving it in our hand, but I don't think they'd do the turn the way they did, unless they've only got 1 black mana source. Discard. No. Oh, Kaya's crap. Yay. You did it, opponent. Another card nobody asked to be printed ever. Another land. Oh, well, this gets around his stupid bloody blast zone. Get that out there. We're potentially a Colossus Hammer away from winning this. Dodging all the removal in the world. And another Kaya's Gale. And, you know, he has to actually tap mana, so Blast Zone doesn't do stuff, so this will be great. Maybe he just casts the Fox, that would be good. Alright, goodbye Sigarda, Zed. Nice knowing you. I would understand this if, like... if I was running, like, 25 land, I'd understand this, but this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. I've cycled 2 Horizon Canopies and fetched 3 times? 4 times, maybe? No. 3 times. See what we get. Maybe it's a Rancor we can attack. No, it's more land. Never mind. We don't ever get to draw anything that isn't land or creatures this game. I didn't even side that much out, honestly. I sided out some Rancors or some Spirit Mantles. Yeah, I sided out 3 Spirit Mantles. No artifacts. No Stoneforge Mystic. We're just getting so ridiculously unlucky here with our draws. This is so dumb. How defeating just to draw land. Ugh. Must say, there's a lot about Hearthstone I don't like, but the fact they've got realistically a better mana system because it just reliably does the same thing every game for every player, it really reduces this bullshit variance which no one likes experiencing. Not that I'm asking Wizards to completely change the game of Magic right now, or even ever. I don't think the game would function if they errata texted mana. That and people would be very annoyed because, you know, the reserve list, and we wouldn't want to make them upset. The reserve list investors are very, very precious. Like the most precious people you'll probably ever meet in your life. I should have put this on the Scout because he's got Blast Zone. We've already got our Dryad Arbor. We can still get planes, so we can thin the deck further here. Honestly, this is so dumb. Maybe the deck concept is just bad and I just shouldn't be playing it. It feels like the green-white version just worked way better. As soon as we come up with anything even slightly interactive, we're in like so much trouble here. We're not reliably hitting what we need to by turn 2 or turn 3 enough that, you know, it matters. Alright, Blast Zone has left the table, thank freaking Christ. How much does that cost? 3? I don't know why he's not cast that yet. I don't think him interacting with our nothing. Alright, we've got no more fetchable lands in the deck. Hopefully we don't draw a fetch land. Okay, we draw another Rancor. Well. Five fetch lands in the bin, so only 3 left in the deck. Really wishing I left in that some auras or something now. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic. Here comes the real fun, guys. We've seen, you know, more cards of our library than our opponent because we've cycled 3 Horizon Canopies, and yet he draws his Stoneforge Mystic before we draw ours. Okay, great. Feels good. Feels amazing. Now he's sucking that bloody turtle thing. This doesn't do anything in his deck. Why is he running it? Hey, right on time. Protect our hand from all that pesky interaction our opponent's got. Stop him from making us discard again. We're winning. Should honestly just concede this and go to the next game. I'm sure no one's enjoying watching this. Let's say in the interest of science I'll play it out, or stubbornness. Take your choosing. Thing is, we can still rip Bogle into... or maybe a Batterskull. Batterskull would be a good rip. And potentially get out of this. Although Batterskull is pretty bad against Colligan's command, I'm sure he's sporting. There's the 6th fetch land. Alright, whatever, that's enough. Are we actually fucking drawing anything ever? Like... oh, Stoneforge Mystic, you would have been great like a million fucking turns ago. Alright, back here for the 5th and final round. We're on the die roll, so we're going to get to play first. Let's see if we can do something this game. Alright, we'll keep it. We're currently a Colossus Hammer off of going off, but this is so much redundancy between these 3 cards here. I'm letting my opponent know about the red here, but I'm also thinning my deck. It could be just getting Horizon Canopy. Taking the extra point of damage is better there, but whatever. Arkham's Astrolabe. It'd be really good to draw a Colossus Hammer against a bloody Stoneblade deck. Sorry, an Urza deck, I'm sure, or something. Okay, cool, we got it. We assembled the combo, guys. Hooray. I feel so happy right now. I should feel happier than what I do, but yeah. The rest of the league's been pretty defeating. Turn 1 win. If you want to chase some turn 1 wins, guys, this is the deck for you. If you want to play some competitive Magic, probably go somewhere else. It's not nearly consistent enough to... might not care that much about Engineered Explosives. Maybe that's why I wanted a Hyena Umbra, because Engineered Explosives is strong. We probably just want to bring in our Graveyard removal. Maybe the Paths as well, to remove his annoying creatures. And Gadok Tig might be good, but it's also going pretty heavy. So yeah, I'm not in love with either sword here, particularly being on the draw. Rancor just seems pointless. Trim on a couple of land sources, bring in all this interaction, hopefully we get a game. Maybe I should have left one of the swords in. This is pretty close. I think we keep it. It's not bad. Best draw here would be a Simian Spirit Guide. Doesn't look too good, him holding up mana here. Let's get Totem Armor happening. Well, we can. Alright. Get in for 2. Next turn we can Colossus Hammer with Magnetic Theft. And hopefully GG. Alright, looks like it's Saltai, Urza Saltai or Saltai Urza. Become 0, okay, that's pretty good. It means we get to get our combo out, assuming he doesn't Force of Negation it, which he probably will. Yeah, I don't think, oh shit, I don't have access to red mana here. I'm an idiot. I have the fetch land in hand. Gosh darn it. Well, that was loose. I'm tired, guys. It's been a pretty long week. Let's put out a second, Umbra here. It's double push. Pretty bad against engineered explosives, all this. Oh, this is what we're doing. Alright, let's get our attack happening. Try a Magnetic Theft here. We got another one for next turn if this does not work. And second main we can jam down a Spirit Mantle. Alright, Hardcast Force of Negation. Alright, looks like he's got the Ice Fang. Maybe looking to draw another counterspell there. But we do have the protection from creatures now. We can attack in pretty safely. Look to Magnetic Theft again and get the win that way. So, Mystical Sanctuary on top, yeah. Play the 1 mana artifact thing, yeah, Arkham's Astrolabe, that's the one. Draw it, and you know, we're facing down his BS again. Let's see if we can bait the spell here from our counterspell from my opponent. Alright, well. It's gonna be so bad if he's got Cryptic Command, just bounce Dryad Arbor, we lose all our crap. Let's shock this out. I mean, it gives him information potentially that we have Magnetic Theft, but if he taps out here, alright, so like this, we can just go with that on the stack, do a Magnetic Theft. Alright, he's pitching an Uro by the looks of things. Fact in Fiction is really powerful and can go out on its own, and he'll also just take it because it's that powerful. He's only got one card in hand though. Maybe he wants the Mystic, the Misty Rainforest, like all the fetch lands keep getting these Mystic Sanctuaries. Right. Put Fact or Fiction into hand. There you go. There you go. It's not even worth trying to split the piles differently. Fact or Fiction is just the go-to. Bad news is our opponent can start recasting Uro soon, drawing more crap. I mean, we're getting them closer and closer to dead. We're gaining life while we're doing it. We just need to dodge losing our Dryad Arbor, which would be game over. Looks like he's recasting Uro from the graveyard. He's escaping it. I mean, why couldn't they have attached something like this onto Sentinel's Eyes? So we got a card draw, some life gain, and put a land out. I mean, I know it wasn't a mythic red card, and probably lots of different decks would just pick up the card if that was the case, but I shouldn't complain. Sentinel's Eyes is a perfectly good card. It's just when they do something as pushed as this, it's a little bit absurd. I should really be playing the second main, but oh well, I don't really care at the moment. I don't think we're winning this game. Might be able to get him game 3, but this one, not so much. So he's dealing 7 damage to us. We're gaining 5 life, so he's dealing net 2 damage at the moment, and we're taking net 2 damage, but we're still winning the race at the moment. So nothing too much to be scared of at the moment. Not just yet. Just got to dodge those cryptic commands that I'm sure are in his deck. Another Arkhams, great. Love that card. Love that card. What's he doing for black mana? Dead of Winter. Dead of Winter would get us here. He's got 6 permanents. Alright, whatever. Cool. I mean, he loses his Zero as well, but he can just recast his Zero. Do whatever he fucking feels like. I like the swords more on the play. Might just minus out a couple of Colossus Hammers. They haven't been really all that impressive for me. Actually, Path to Exile is a little bit useless. Let's bring the Colossus Hammers back in. No Dryad Arbor this time. It's really great other than that. But, you know, can't keep trash. Alright, we'll keep this one though. This looks pretty good. We'll get rid of the Battle Scar. We're not realistically casting it. And prefer to just draw an aura we can actually get out. Maybe I ditch Magnetic Theft, I don't know. They're not... Oh, they are Saltai. They could have discard here. Not just the turn 1 Arkhams. Turn 1. I'm not going to have mana problems for the rest of the game. Hooray. Let's get our red here. I should have got red-white. Now I can't cast my Hay in Umbra. I'm very tired right now. That was loose. Hopefully we don't lose to an engineered explosives here. That would be very upsetting. It's not the card we're looking for. Attack. I'm sure he's going to cast an Ice Fang. At which point... okay. Damage happens, alright. Let's play out the second one. It's pretty bad against Dead of Winter, but... if he wants to draw what I'm sure is a 1 or 2 off in his sideboard, good on him. Good on him. It's not like we're really playing for anything this league anyway. Not at this point of it. Why is he shocking that in? What's he doing? Okay, right. That makes sense. Alright, goodbye Sigarda Z. We're going to have to take a little bit longer to get our Sword of Fire and Ice happening now. I'll just get beat, you know, cool. Creature on top or I fold, alright, GG. Whatever, like, honestly, what a fucking waste of time. Just up against something that just murders us, absolutely. Okay. Oh, hello Discord. Go away. So take on the deck. I think if you're looking to do something like this, I genuinely think the green-white version that I played was better. Like this, the reason I think it's better is because maybe not the Sword of Vengeance. Sword of Vengeance is pretty garbage. We'll just get that out of there and figure out something else to put in later on. The reason I think it's better is because you obviously just have the power of Ethereal Armor, Rancor, Sentinel's Eyes, Hyena Umbra. Like, you can function like a normal deck while you potentially draw your combo. With this rug version of the deck, I think it's got promise if we get a second effect like Colossus Hammer, a second equipment that's 1 mana and really, really powerful. I think without that, adding in these 6 extra cards is just, and the mana base is just asking for trouble, giving you dis-synergy, and just overall gonna make you lose a lot more games than it's gonna make you win. Overall, I'd feel more happy about running... where's my other one? This one here. This version of the deck. If Sigarda's Aid ETB'd to draw you a card, I think with the power level of what everyone else is running around doing, it wouldn't be an unreasonable or broken thing to be introduced into Modern. Obviously, if they just reprinted this with draw a card, or like give this flash as well, like they're giving cards absurd amounts of power at the moment. Then we'd have 2 copies of this. There'd be no need to run red. Your Colossus Hammer could just stay in hand, and you don't have to guess whether or not you want to put it on the board or leave it in hand, because like which half are you drawing? Yeah, I think if you want to muck around with this, go the green-white version. Go something like this. with your Rancors, your Ethereal Armors, your Hyena Umbras, a couple of Sentinel's Eyes. Just light on the sword package. Use it as like an alternate win condition, but keep in mind that we probably just want to be where we normally are at the moment. And yeah, just I'm pretty disappointed, as I'm sure most of you can tell, because I thought this was going to be a lot better than what it was, but just any form of interaction whatsoever, and we're just losing way too hard. So yeah, that is it from me. We went 1-4. Super not happy about that, but hey. Probably deserving of the list. You don't know if something like this is good or not unless you play it. Really though. So stay tuned, guys. Over the next 2 days, I'm going to be doing leagues for both my normal green-white list, and I'm also going to take a Bant list into it as well. Thanks as always if you stayed till the end, and see you next time.